In this class, we will study the topic guidelines for reporting research like CARE, CONSORT or ARRIVE. This is a topic is in the BMS third phase, 8th chapter. The topic number is 8th. In this class, we will study about the what are the guidelines are there for the reporting. The scientist or researcher or a doctor found something new. Okay, it may be discovered new medicines, or it may be found new illness in some patients, specific patients, or something that is the previously it is not there. Those things we have to, the doctor or researcher want to publish in the that is in the article magazines or in the journals. For that, the specific guidelines are given how we have to report these things. Whatever the new discovered medicines are there, new illness are there, or anything new found in that the research, how we have to publish, what are the reporting methods are there. There are different methods are there for publishing your story. Simply, as a common peoples, whenever they will go to some new places, okay, they will see some new things, they will tell the stories, the things they observed, like in the stories form they will tell. In the same manner, the discoverer or researcher also tells the story how these medicines or these things they are discovered in the specific form for publication of this, the case reports or anything they are want to publish. There is a specific guidelines are there for the publications that we'll study one by one. For your BMS third phase, only 3 guidelines they are mentioned, like CARE, CONSORT and ARRIVE. In that, one by one we will study. First of all, in the introduction, we will study in the biomedical research, the standard reporting guidelines are essential to ensure the transparency, accuracy and reproducibility and ethical integrity. Why? Because the everyone should, the public or the everyone should believe that whatever you did, that is the correct one, or that is the unfair things you have not did, or that is the faithful things you did. Okay, the whatever you are reporting, that is the trustful. For that, the standard reporting guidelines they are given. Okay. For why? Because for the transparency, whatever you are publishing, accuracy should be there, and that is a reproducibility. It means that someone can utilize your report or your research, and ethical integrity. Ethics, whether you are followed or not, for that purpose also these guidelines are helpful. Okay, the simple meaning is that whatever you new thing discovered, to tell someone, that is only the reporting. Okay, reporting is nothing but whatever you found new things, instead of keeping yourself, you have to tell throughout everyone about what are the new things you discovered. That is the only reporting, that is guidelines. Here in this, the among them, the CARE, CONSORT, ARRIVE are widely used for different types of studies, such as case report, randomized controlled trial, that is RCT, and animal study. Now, in that we will study one by one. That is, first of all, what is CARE guideline? It means that CARE CA first. It means that CA is that this is the case, and RE this is the that is case report guideline. This is about the case report guideline. Okay, what is the purpose of this using this guideline? These methods or systems, that is these guidelines are used to standardize the reporting of individual case report in clinical practice. Whenever a researcher or a doctor, he will that reporting that is helpful whenever the clinical practices in that these guidelines are used for standardizing reporting. Okay, individual case or same type of case, this guideline he or she can use. That is the care guidelines. Now, what are the components? How the researcher should the report this in this care guidelines? Systematic step by step we will study here. The what are the key components should present in that care guidelines? The first of all, the title and abstracts. Title means heading. What is the here clearly should be identify article. What you want to publish, that should be heading or title should be clear. And abstract is nothing but whatever you did, you have to write in the briefly. That is the abstract. Next is the introduction. Introduction means why you did or why you did this research, why you want to publish this research, the significance, importance of this specific case or this individual you want to publish, that also you have to write in the introduction. Next one is the patient information. Patient information, the patient name. Instead of patient name, you can write the fake name or as well as the numbers case, that also in the short, that is the case number also you can write. And medical history, that also you have to mention. And clinical findings, why you did that, symptoms and sign and symptoms also you have to mention. And timeline in that chronological sequence, the events, what are the things, they are events, the before treatment, after treatment, that also you have to mention. And diagnostic assessment, what are the investigation you did for this case, that also you have to mention. That is test as a result, what are the result came for this, that also you have to mention. Therapeutical interventions, what are the treatments you are given, interventions you are given, that also. And how many duration, how much times you are given, that also you have to mention. Follow up and outcomes, in that you have to write about the what is the progress, okay, how much the patient is improved, or any the bad things, or that is the any bad diagnosis happened, everything you have to mention, the progress report and long term results. And next one, a discussion, in that you have to write about the that related things, what are the related things, and literature comparisons, whether this topic you are selected, whether it is the previously somewhere it is mentioned, that also you have to, in the somewhere in the some literature it is there, that also you have to mention. Next one, informed consent before publications, you have to take the permission for the particular from that patient, that your case I want to publish in that magazine or journal, that we have to take permission. The patient approval is necessary for publication for the care guidelines. Now the what are impacts? Impacts means what are the benefits of this care guideline? It is that the promote structure, systematic structured form, ethical reporting of unique clinical scenario. You found the whatever the unique clinical scenario, that is the ethical reporting is beneficial because of the care guidelines. Next, enhance the learning from the rare and novel cases. That is, you did something new case, or you found the new medications, or whatever the novel cases are there, you can that's anyone, other doctors also, they can learn by this case. And encouraging the transparency, by if you are following these methods, that should be transparent. For that purpose, the this care guidelines we can use for the reporting purpose. This is about the care guideline for the publications. And next, second one is the CONSORT guidelines. CONSORT guideline is specifically for the RCT. This is specifically for the clinical trials, whenever you are doing your intervention drugs or new drugs, whenever you are giving to the human beings, or you are trialing on the any volunteers, that the called as a CONSORT guidelines. Okay, how we have to write in the systematic way, we have to tell in the systematic story form or in the systematic presentation form, that you have to mention. The CONSORT guideline is nothing but the consolidate standard of reporting trial, means that the consolidate form, the standard reporting trial, it should be there. Okay, what is the purpose here? It is used for reporting the randomized control trial, that's in short we are calling randomized control trial, RCT, to improve the quality and transparency of clinical trial publications. Okay, why we are doing? Because that should be transparency, it should be there, transparent, and the quality should be better. Okay, the good quality, it should be there. That's why the CONSORT guidelines we are using. Now the key components, the things you have to mention in your CONSORT guidelines. The first of all, in that the title and abstract should be clear. It means that the clearly you have to mention the what is the your topic heading name, and in that abstract it nothing but the in the briefly you have to tell about the complete of your case, that is the RCT report. In the briefly you have to mention in the abstract. Next one, introduction. In the introduction you have to mention why you are doing this one, the background of your selection, okay, and study objectives, why you want to study, okay, why did you did this study, you have to mention in that. Next one is the methods. In that you have to write the how many participants you have taken, okay, what are the interventions, what are the treatment you are given, what is the outcome it is came, and blind methods, okay, which blind methods you are using, okay, single blind, double blind, which methods you are selected, like in the RCT randomized control trial, which methods you are using, that also you have to mention in the CONSORT guidelines. Next one, the result you have to mention in the flow diagrams, okay, that easily the anyone illiterate can also understand. Next one, the requirements, what are the requirements, what are the outcome, that also should be clear. Next is the other information, the trial registrations, the trial registration and funds, okay, for this clinical trial, who invested the money, that also you have to mention in the CONSORT guidelines. This is about the brief information about the CONSORT guidelines. The next one is the impact, that is the enhanced scientific rigor clinical trials. This is helpful for the scientific clinical trials. Enhance the scientific, because everyone should be trusted you, because if you are writing in this manner, the other researchers or other doctors can believe on you. That's why scientific rigorous clinical trial enhancing. Then next one is the facilitate evidence-based medicines. If you are systematic wise in this form, following these guidelines, this will benefit for the evidence-based decision making. This is helpful. The next one is the arrive guideline. Okay, this is a third guideline as per BMS third phase syllabus. This one, arrive guidelines. What it means, arrive guidelines? Arrive means that is animal research reporting of in vivo experiment. What it means? A animal research reporting in vivo experiment. This is the arrive guidelines. It means that in the preclinical trial or in vivo experiments, in this guidelines we have to write. Preclinical trials, it means that the clinical trial means that is the giving to the human beings. Preclinical means it means that in the before giving the to the humans, we have to give the new intervention or new medications, new drugs to the animals for the to know about the whether drug is safe, it is there, toxicity and efficacy for the knowing purpose we are giving for the animals. Maybe mice, it may be rabbit or any animals you can take here. Now what is the purpose of this arrive guidelines? These guidelines are used for preclinical animal studies. Just now I told these arrive guideline is using for the preclinical trial. Okay, how you did story if you want to tell or reporting, this guideline is you can use to ensure the ethical conduct. This is the very important, because you know that is so many complaints are coming that so many animals we are killing in the trials, or so many animals without any reasons doing the trials. That should be clearly, that's ethical conduct, how you did that also you have to mention in this trial. This is the main thing. Next one is the reproducibility of research. It means that if you published in the through the arrive guidelines, that any other researcher can also use that is the reproducibility of research. Next one, key components. What are the things should be present in the arrive guidelines. Suppose if you did the preclinical trials, how you have to systematically in the through the following the guidelines, you have to follow and publish in the any journals. The systematic wise, the first of all, in that study design, you have to mention the study designs, experimental groups. So experimental groups you have to mention what are the experimental groups, and next design layout, you have to mention the design layout and sample size and justification and calculations. In that sample size, you have to mention how many that is rabbits you have taken, how many mice you have taken, that is 4, 10, how many you have taken, the numbers, and why only those. Suppose if you are taking 4 animals, then you have to mention that why you are taken 4 only, not 5 or not 2. Justification you have to do, and calculation, that is the calculation about the each and everything you have to maintain. Next one is the randomized and blind trial to reduce the bias. That is a one-sided judgment you should not. That is if what happened in some cases, the healthy animals we can take in the group 1, and that is ill animals if you taking, or the underweight animals if you take, that result will, that is the not faithful in that. That's why we have to should always select the RCT, the randomly we have to select, and blind trial is the better one, because the single or double blind trial is better one. Is the double blind trial is the one of the faithful method for the any trial. Next one, animal details. You have to mention the animal details, which species it is there, and sex, male, females, or age, source, okay, it is taken, health status, okay, whether it is healthy or unhealthy, that also you have to mention. Housing and husbandry, okay, in which country environment, whether you are mentioned in the any cage, okay, how you are maintaining in the house, you are maintaining, whether you are maintaining in the AC, everything you have to mention. Intervention, which medicines you are given to the animals, in which form you are given, whether it is maybe capsule form, tablet form, or any liquid form or injection, how your intervention, that also you have to mention. Outcome measures, it means the primarily what is the outcome it is come within immediately after, or secondary after few days, the what are the symptoms arises, that also you have to mention. Statistical methods, okay, which tools you are used, so many the statistical tools we are using, okay, which you are using, that also you have to mention. Lastly, result and interpretation, in that you have to mention in the summary as well as significance of this animal trial in the arrive guidelines. Now the impacts, if you will write this your preclinical trial or animal trial in this arrive guideline, what is the benefits, okay, what is the impact, it will improve the animal welfare. It means that you are properly followed the guidelines of the animals, that is the animal welfare, for animal welfare and research ethics purpose, and enhance the reproducibility. It means that someone can use reproductively, and data quality it should be clear, and aids for better translation of animal research to humans. If you're following these guidelines, it is a better translation for human animal research to the humans. This is all about the arrive guidelines. Now it is the conclusions. Now conclusion, the overall impact of reporting guidelines. Now just we discuss about the single case reporting, that is a CARE or CONSORT guidelines, which means RCT, as well as the animal trial, okay, the preclinical trials. The overall, the using this reporting, what is the impact, what are the benefits, that we'll study now. The reporting guidelines improve the clarity, transparency, and completeness of research publication. It means that if you are following these reporting guidelines, okay, it will improve the clarity, transparency, and completeness of research, your research publications. Next, these guidelines also helps a researcher communicate findings effectively and promote evidence-based medicines. For this purpose, and next, CARE, CONSORT, arrive guidelines are critical tools for research reporting. These guidelines are the critical tools for reporting. Next one, their structured approach enhance the complete, accurate, and ethical documentation of studies. For this, what happened? The structured approach and complete, accurate, and ethical documentation of your study. And next is the leading to better scientific integrity and clinical utility purpose also, these methods or these guidelines for reporting of the research are helpful. Hope you will understood this topic. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.